In this problem, we're shown a graph, and we're told that this graph shown, this curve right here, is a graph of f prime, the derivative of f. So let's write that on the graph. And then we're asked which of the following statements is true, and all of these statements are about function f, not the graph shown, which is the derivative. So we need to infer some things about function f from this graph of its derivative. So let's look at each of these. Statement A, f is not differentiable at x equals 2. Well, or at x equals negative 2. Well, at negative 2, f prime has a value. So if f prime has a value, then that is the derivative of f at that point. So function f is differentiable there. Now, you would get this wrong if you interpreted the question as being about this graph, because this graph has a cusp or a corner right there. So the graph shown is not differentiable right there, but graph f is. So A is not a valid answer. B, f has a local minimum at x equals negative 1. Okay, this is pretty tricky because the derivative changes sign right there. But f doesn't have a local minimum right there. Look what's happening at x equals negative 1. F prime is positive, and then 0, and then negative. So that means f looks something like this at that point. It has a slope that is positive, and then 0, and then negative. So f actually has a local maximum at x equals negative 1, not a minimum. Or another way to say that is that a local minimum would occur with the derivative changed from negative to positive. And here the derivative is changing from positive to negative. So that's a local maximum. So it's not B. C, f is increasing from 1 to 3. Okay, from 1 to 3, this graph is going up, but this graph is not a graph of f. F prime, which is what this graph is, f prime is increasing from 1 to 3, but f prime is negative this entire time, so f is going down during that interval, so it's not C. D, f is increasing from negative 3 to 1. That is true. From negative 3 to 1, f prime is positive, so this graph is increasing during that interval. And D, f is decreasing from negative 2 to 1. Well, from negative 2 to 1, f prime is decreasing, but f is not. F is increasing part of the time and decreasing part of the time, so it's not E, and D is the correct answer. D is the only choice out of those 5 that is true.